joining on the Saturday morning, and then we are really grateful to have you over here on the HPCP platform. For those who don't know the HPCP, so HPCP is an exclusive initiative of ACH management consultant. We have been there in the business for more than a decade, for the 2 decades now, through the ACH. And what we have seen is there is uh, basically we have been seeing a lot of professionals, and we have been observing a few thousand professionals throughout their career journeys. And what we have been observing is a very peculiar pattern that they follow. Even the best of the best professionals follows this peculiar pattern of mistakes that they unknowingly do, and that is how somehow they land up in certain career mistakes and situations, and they couldn't realize their best potential. Apart from that, even the best of the best people feel that they are happy and successful, but being happy and being successful at the same time is sometimes a gap in terms of the understanding, gaps in terms of actual scenarios and the situations, because scenarios and the situations are very subject to the people. So just to address these thoughts, that the particular unknowing mistakes, and that is landing up in a certain problematic situations, and to fill up this gap of being successful and happy at the same time, we have launched this initiative called High Potential Career Planning, or HPCP, the way we call it. So at HPCP, we actually create a community of mid to senior management professionals. We engage with them through various challenges that they face, and we actually want to genuinely help people to realize their best so that they can lead their life in a very happy and successful way. That is the core agenda of the HPCP and its genesis. And lately we have started this webinar series on every Saturday, wherein we actually dwell upon certain problems and doubts that the professionals have been facing across the corporate. And then we get some professional or the industry veteran who actually have defined their path, who actually have defined their leadership through the career trajectory that they had, and some people who have been enjoying the industrious career. We try to get them connect with you all, and get your doubts and get your ideas sorted out. So when we had this topic identified called meditation and mindfulness, then my boss Sandeep Jadhav said there is the only one name that we could think of for this particular topic, and that was none other than Mr. Rafi. So Mr. Rafi has been into the corporate for more than 25 years now. He had a very industrious career, largely into the FMCD only. He had leadership stints with Hitachi, Samsung, Tata Group, and many other. LG was also there. Sorry, sir, if I am missing out, if any. And then over the career trajectory of his, then he has realized there are certain practices that can be done in order to realize their best potential, and those practices he has identified, and then he want to help out people. And through this his journey, he is helping out the professionals to get their best through the practices of mindfulness. And that is how the genesis of Mind Farm has happened. The Mind Farm is a venture of Mr. Rafi, started a couple of years back, and then through this particular venture, he has been globally recognized and accredited for his work. I would like to hear more of himself through him only. So I would like to pass the baton to Mr. Rafi. Yeah, over to you, sir.
Well, thank you so much, Ravi. Thanks for the lovely introduction. I hope I'm audible and clear to all of you. Wonderful. It would help definitely to see faces with your cameras on, if that would be nice, because it helps me connect with you all, because this is all about connection. This forum is all about connection, and especially mindfulness needs a lot of connect with you all. My request is, if possible, please have your cameras on. Thank you. So, as Ravi mentioned, I head this organization called Mind Farm. And I've been here for the last 1.5 years with Mind Farm now. I spent nearly over 2 decades working with corporate organizations. And just like any one of you, I've been on the other side of the table. And I was one who had a lot of stress in my life, stress, panic attacks. I think the first time I had a panic attack was in 2005 when I was sitting in an aircraft and I lost my breath. And life took a topsy turvy turn. It went on for nearly untreated for nearly about 15 years post that. In 2020, I realized what I was going through. And that's when I turned into mindfulness. I'll share about some of the journeys and my teachers as we move along. So, how many of you all go through stress in your lives? Can I have a raise of hands? You can use your virtual hand, or you can just raise your hands on the camera. It'd be wonderful. So, it's a reality today. So, what we're going to learn is some very simple techniques. I know for a lot of you, meditation is a great thought. You like the idea of meditation, being mindful, but at times you're too lazy to practice it, including me. I like the idea of meditation. It took me a long while to start practicing meditation. So there are myths about meditation, mindfulness. So during this 1.5 hours that we're going to be spending today, I'll clarify some myths. And let me assure you, by the end of the program, you all will be master meditators. I can assure you that. Sounds unbelievable? Believe me, you'll have the confidence at the end of the program. So without any ado, I'm going to be sharing my screens. Do let me know if it's visible to all. Well, I hope the screen is visible to all. Wonderful. So the topic for today is taming the monkey mind. I'll explain to you what a monkey mind is. So before that, we'll have some housekeeping rules for today's webinar. Please mute yourself on this platform at all times until you would like to speak. If possible, my request again, please turn your video on. It helps me connect with you all better. Be comfortable during the meditation. Don't try hard. Just be natural. Take it as it comes. And if you're prone to pain sitting long, it's important, be mindful to change your posture, stretch yourself, get up. If something is not clear to you, please ask or use the chat option. We will take questions at the end of this masterclass webinar. And most importantly, make sure you enjoy yourself thoroughly. We'll have a lot of fun as we go along. Okay, that's me. I predominantly was in consumer goods, not FMCG, consumer goods overall, including consumer durables and FMCD. I've had leadership experience. As I mentioned, I faced crippling panic attacks amidst corporate success. I was a decorated and an award-winning corporate professional in my journey. I began my transformation when I met His Eminence Mingyur Rinpoche, who's a celebrated Tibetan meditation master and who's been my teacher and my guide. I gained my formal teacher training accreditation from Breathworks UK, and I'm currently India's first and only Breathworks accredited mindfulness trainer. I founded Mind Farm to bring evidence-based mindfulness practice with a mission, mindfulness within, limitless beyond. And it's my mission to empower people to go through the transformation that I have personally lived. Starting with my gratitude to my teachers, I always begin my program with my sincere gratitude to my teachers, my beloved teachers. The first of among them is His Eminence Yongey Mingyur Rinpoche. He's a renowned Tibetan Buddhist master and is the best-selling author of the book Joy of Living. And if you haven't read it, I would sincerely advise you to have a read. It's a very simple book, easy to understand and humorous. His ability is his blending ancient Tibetan wisdom with modern neuroscience and psychology. At times, he says that he's been a guinea pig in various experiments by scientists. He's also called the happiest man alive. He's been a prodigy, started meditation training at the age of 9, and completed a traditional 3-year retreat, which is very intensive, by the age of 13. In 2011, when he was very successful as a Tibetan master, also speaking on TED, Google, and various platforms, he suddenly left everything and became a wandering yogi in search of wisdom. He remained vanished for about 4.5 years before he came back. He's the founder of the Turgid meditation community. My second teacher is Vidyamala Birch. She's an order of the British Empire. She experienced a life-changing spinal injury in her teens, leading to years of chronic pain. She discovered mindfulness and meditation, and she is seen as the founder of Mindfulness for Pain Management, and started this program in 2000 along with John Kabat-Zinn, who's called the father of mindfulness. Her techniques are extremely practical, and she founded Breathworks in 2000 to share these methods with all those who face pain, illness, and stress. She's an author of award-winning books, including Mindfulness for Health and Living Well with Pain and Illness. Okay, we'll start today's presentation by discovering our inner monkey. Do you all have a monkey mind? What do I mean by a monkey mind? Each one of us have it. A playful jumper. A mind can be like a playful monkey jumping from one thought to another. Do raise your hands if you feel that you behave like a person with a monkey mind, when one thought moves to another. Extremely emotional creature, sometimes excited, sometimes scared, sometimes just restless. Don't worry, it's a universal experience. It's absolutely normal. Everyone has a monkey mind. Now I'll take a small pause here and would like to ask you, how do you deal with this monkey mind? What do you do? Would anybody like to take this question? How do you handle the monkey mind? Any thoughts? Yes, please, Sanjay. You can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Sanjay.
Yeah, good morning. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you mean? What is this monkey mind, and how do you think we can deal with this monkey mind?
I have heard this phrase for the first time, but we have been dealing with this issue for now. We are in corporate sector for about 35 years.
Okay. So what do you do with the monkey mind? You give it a banana and you think it's going to be happy? Or do you say, monkey mind, stop everything that you're doing?
No. We have been playing around with this phenomena.
Okay. So the best tip, which Mingyo Rinpoche, my teacher, tells me is, what does the monkey like to do? You cannot give the monkey a banana. You cannot make him your boss. And you cannot boss over the monkey mind. So what do you do? What do you do to the monkey? Yes, Sejal? Ravi? Any one of you? Geeta?
Many a times, in my opinion, that we get carried away with this monkey mindset. And that is how this, that is how the productivity also goes for the toss. And I hope this is happening with my colleagues sitting in the room also.
All right. So the easiest thing that you do with your monkey, what does the monkey like to do? Is it loves to do a job. So the best way to tackle your monkey mind is to give him a job. And that's what we learned today. So great. Okay. So what is this job that we are going to tell the monkey mind? And that is mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is noticing what is happening in the moment and just making choices in how we respond rather than being driven by our habitual reactions. Now, what does it mean in simple words? Mindfulness is nothing but noticing the now. We all live in an autopilot. We all live in an autopilot. We have issues with us. So the simplest thing is notice the now, notice the sensations around you. We are blessed with senses in terms of touch, feel, sound, sight, hearing, taste, smell. Everything is around us right now. But unfortunately, we do not notice that in lives. So mindfulness is just about making a deliberate attempt to notice what is happening now. Great. So what will we learn today? We learn about reacting versus responding. I'll take you through that. Being versus doing. And this is my favorite. All thoughts are not facts. I will teach you something very interesting, which is called the white bear or the ironic process theory. Don't worry too much about it. It's all very simple. Don't go by the words. It's very simple. You'll be experts at the end of the day. So we'll start with the first idea, which is learning to choose, reacting versus responding. I will share a small little story on this. And raise your hands if you relate to the story. Let's call it the agony of the blue ticks. You sent an important message. We all live with WhatsApp these days. An important message has been dispatched. Now the blue tick confirms that the person whom you sent it to has read the message. But there's silence. No response. Hours turn into days. The person has not yet responded back. Now there's an unsettling feeling when your important message gets read, but the reply never comes in. It's not just a mixed text, it's a silent question mark, which is hanging in the air. What happened? Why the ghosting? Now, this mystery is almost as painful as the lack of reply itself. How many of you go through this in your lives? Good. Happens. Normal life. A simple thing. The blue tick message delivered and read, but no reply. And your mind starts spinning. The monkey mind starts working. Why does that happen? I'll teach you two important things in life, which is actually happening here. The first is your primary experience. The primary experience here is the message was delivered. It was read. The blue ticks confirm that. Then your mind starts creating secondary experiences around it. Stories, amplification. Why me? What have I done wrong? Happens extremely every day in our lives. we start assumptions, we start making things worse for ourselves. Now, these are all the secondary experiences. So in this case, primary experience was the actual event, the message seen, no reply. You feel a pang of hurt, a real emotion. Similarly, maybe somebody has a pain in his leg or the back. That's a primary experience. We feel stressed. That's a primary experience. The initial stress of maybe being late or caught in a traffic jam, that's a primary experience. But what do we actually do? Our mind starts making stories. They're ignoring me. Did I say something wrong? They don't value me. No one really cares. Now, what if I'm late for my meeting because I'm stuck in a traffic jam? What will my boss think? What would people think? We have all these experiences that come, which are all the secondary experiences. So how do we deal with it? It's simple. So what happens? I call this, we actually turn ourselves like a monkey on Red Bull. I hope you can all relate to this. When we are extremely stressed and we start catastrophizing, this is exactly what happens to us. It's like a monkey on Red Bull. Now we'll do a small little exercise to show you what happens in real life. I would invite my friend Ravi here, who's volunteered to do this exercise with me. So over to you, Ravi, and I hope you can make yourself clear with all the pains that you're going through. So we'll use a pillow which symbolizes a pain. So Ravi, can I have your mic on, please?
Yeah, sure.
So Ravi, what's your current pain or your primary experience? What's your primary pain in life right now?
Right now, I'm struggling with my back pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we have a pillow placed on yourself? Now this pillow, the green pillow, is his back pain, which Ravi has. So now Ravi has started thinking, I'm going to be playing his thought. How am I going to attend office tomorrow? So that's his thought. The first secondary experience is, do I need to meet a doctor? How many days am I going to miss my work? He's already burdened now. I feel overwhelmed. Why me? Now I can't even see Ravi with all his pain. Ravi, how do you feel now?
It's really heavy to carry. Yeah.
It's extremely heavy, right? So we all carry. Even maybe Ravi can add a few more pillows if he wants to. But what's happening is Ravi is totally burdened with his pain. What's the simplest thing to do here? The simplest thing that Ravi can do is just respond. This is all his reaction that has caused us bundled up things that is happening to him. So Ravi can simply throw away all these secondary experiences and get back to his primary experience. Okay, Ravi, how does it feel now?
Yeah, it is much lighter now.
It's very lighter.
Yeah.
You still have the pain, the back pain.
Yeah, I do have it, but yeah, it's relatively lighter.
Yeah, so you felt overwhelmed with all those pillows and secondary experiences that were happening with you. So what we chose is to respond by just shunning away all those reactions that we have in life. And that's the first thing that we learn, reacting and responding. But how do we do that? We can use a simple technique called stop. Now, what is stop? Stop whatever you're doing, whether it's a task, a thought, an emotion, and allow yourself a moment of just quiet, just noticing what is happening now. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Just observe your breathing. Just noticing the sensations of breathing. Observe what's happening in your body, what's happening in your mind. Just observe. Notice the smell. Notice any sensations. Notice the sounds around you. And proceed. So stop whatever you're doing. Take a deep breath. Observe and proceed. So those are the simple things that you can choose to, instead of reacting to situations. The stop will help you to respond. Take a choice to respond consciously whenever you're feeling stressed. Every time you have a primary suffering or a pain, remember to stop. Now we'll do a small little guided practice, which is called a body scan. I would request you all to just be comfortable. This is a very simple thing. All you need to do is just listen to me. It's a guided meditation. All you need to do is just listen to me. Just listen. And I will guide you through this entire thing about what body scan is. What is this simple technique of just being at this moment, choosing to respond rather than react. Okay. Now, remember, we just, what do I mean by a meditation posture? Meditation posture is not sitting tight or whatever. Just be comfortable wherever you are. Body loosely straight, but keep your spine straight. Spine loosely straight. Why do we do it with the spine loosely straight? Is because it allows us to breathe better. Now, this exercise can also be done whilst lying down, but I'm not recommending it to you right now, because if you lie down, there's a high chance that you will fall asleep. So another reason why I prefer that you just sit in your chair. You can do it standing, sitting, whatever, but just remember to keep your spine loosely straight. And if it helps you, you can gently close your eyes, just as you do while sleeping. Not too tight, not too loose. Gently begin to arrive by noticing any sensations in your body. You may like to start off by rubbing your hands. Notice the touch of your palms, the sensations, and gently rest it on the lap. Notice the point of contact of your body with the chair that you're sitting on. Notice the sensations of the feet as it touches the ground. Now gently bring your attention to the top of your head. Notice any sensations there. It could be pleasant. It could be unpleasant. Or it could be just neutral, no sensations at all. It's perfectly all right. Now gently moving your attention to the top, to the back of your head. Noticing any sensations there. Noticing any sensations on your forehead. Now the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the cheeks, the jawbones, the chin, and not to forget the ears. Notice any sensations then on your throat, the neck, gently moving into the shoulders. It's said that we all carry stress on our shoulders. And if it does feel so, gently relax, breathe in, and gently breathe out. If the shoulders are still stiff, that's perfectly okay. Now watch where your mind is. Has it wandered? Don't worry, that's what minds do. You may gently return back to the practice, noticing the sensations on the shoulders, the arms, the elbow, the forearms. Notice any sensations on your fingers, the palms. Notice the palm touching your laps. Now notice the whole shoulder, the hands, right to the tip of the fingers. Gently moving our attention to the back of the shoulder blades. Notice the gentle breathing as it moves with each in and out breath. The spine, the lower back. See if you can notice any echo of the breath at the back. The front of your body, the chest, the rib cage. Sensations of the breathing on the stomach. Notice the swelling of the stomach with each in-breath. And notice the subsiding with each exhalation of the breath. The rise and fall of the stomach with each breath, just like waves on an ocean. Now gently move your attention to your thighs, your knees, the shin, the calf muscles, the ankles, the top of your feet, your heels, and the undersoles. And lastly, the toes. Now gently notice that the whole body, sensations of the whole body starting from the tip of your toes, moving upwards, the torso, the face, right up to the tip of the head. Notice any sensations and just let be. It could be the temperature around you. It could be the sound around you, the gentle chatter outside your room, the touch of the fabric against your skin, and just allowing yourself to just let be in the moment. And as we bring this short meditation to a close, you may gently open your eyes. Yes. So would anybody like to share your experience? How did it feel? What was your experience like? Anybody?
I feel I'm more calm now. I'm refreshed.
Yeah, I think firstly, congratulations on doing a 7-minute meditation. You were there with me for about close to 7 to 8 minutes. So congratulations on having done a full 7-minute meditation with me.
Thank you so much.
You feel more calmer?
Absolutely.
So do we move ahead, learn more?
Yeah, sure. I'm looking forward to personally.
Great. So we now move to the second idea, which is being versus doing. Now, as usual, we'll start with a small little game or an exercise. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, I want the audience to participate with me in this. You can unmute yourself when I tell you so. And so this is a picture. Now I'm telling you that there's something wrong in this picture. So take your time, watch this picture. I want each one of you to tell me what is wrong in this picture. You can unmute yourself and tell me what's wrong in this picture. I would love to have you all participate.
Nobody didn't speak with anyone.
Okay, thanks, Sarvanan. People appear to be busy in themselves. Nobody's speaking to anybody. Wonderful. Great observation. What else? What else is wrong in the picture? Is there a pigeon flying upside down?
It's a,
What's really going wrong here? There's something wrong, genuinely wrong. There are a lot of things wrong in this picture. What is really happening?
This seems to be more materialistic. If I see the bags and the goggles and the clothes that they are wearing, and the surrounding the cafes, and all they're worried about is the shopping or the thoughts that going in mind, and I can sense those through their attire. One thing, and the second thing is that the telephonic conversations or the screen time that they are having.
Okay, great. What else? What else is happening here? Anybody else? Anybody else here who can share what are they seeing here? What's wrong going on here?
somebody is having food in standing mode.
Okay, somebody is having food in the standing mode. Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else is happening here? Okay. Do you want to know the answer?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Now, the answer is that there is nothing wrong in this picture. It's a beautiful, what appears to be is a beautiful day in Paris. Just a beautiful caricature of what's happening on the streets, cafes, life. Now, I would like you to look at this picture from this perspective that there's nothing wrong in this picture. So now I would like to hear your views. What does this picture tell you? Are people enjoying? I want to hear from you folks. What's happening here? Such a beautiful day. People seem to be enjoying. People seem to be having a nice time. Each in their own world seem to be just being with themselves. Right?
Yeah.
So what really happened here? The first situation, which of them is being and which of them is doing?
The shift in our paradigm.
Yeah, your paradigm shifted. So which of them was being and which of them was doing?
So scenario 1, in my opinion, is being, and then the scenario 2 is the doing.
Exactly opposite. Scenario 1 is when I asked you to do something, telling you that there was something wrong, is the do
Yeah,
mode.
I understood.
The second part that we did is that we were just in our being mode, just observing, being in the moment, which is the being mode. So 99.99% of the times we are all on an autopilot. So we are always in a doing mode. We are completing tasks. And that is the primary cause of our stress, because we don't notice ourselves. We don't notice we are not in the present moment. So all corporate professionals, important, young and experienced, notice this thing, that you are always doing. There's no harm, but we forget the essence of being. Remember, we are human beings. We are not human doings. Right? I hope you get the context in terms of what being is and what doing is. So doing mode is focus on tasks and goals. We are driven by achievement, the dopamine kick that we want to get, a very future-oriented mindset. In contrast, what is being? We're just focusing on the present moment. Acceptance and mindfulness. Mindfulness is all about being in the current moment. We are focusing on the experience rather than doing. We are here and now. So this is just to illustrate what is happening here. If you notice, most of the times, the line on the triangle says we are most of the time in a doing mode. We are either judging, labeling, we're judgmental, right? We're analyzing, goal setting, planning, that's all doing. Problem solving. Whilst the being mode is all about the direct experience, seeing, hearing, tasting, feeling, smelling, noticing the current. Now, how do we make that shift? Do we shift like this? Totally being in the being mode and not in the doing mode? Believe me, if you do this, you'll become a zombie. You cannot do that in your practical life. So what you need is a balance of being, a balance of doing. How can you do that? Simple things. You can eat mindfully. Notice the taste, notice the touch, feel, texture of the food that you're eating. Notice that you're working on the laptop. the touch on the keyboards. Notice the gentle touch of your hand when you're brushing your tooth, the feeling inside. Notice the sensations of the water when you're drinking some water. Noticing sounds, noticing smell, taste. The simple things which can be done even in your daily life. So in fact, many of the times what happens is when we are driving our car to work, we don't even realize that we are driving and what we have passed through, because we are doing it on an autopilot. It's just our muscle memory that is driving us from our house to our office, and we don't even tend to notice what is happening. So one of the tricks that I actually started using when driving my car is to say, oh, the car in front of me is a white colored car. I noticed the number plate in the car. I said, oh yeah, the number is so and so. So it makes me come back to just noticing, being, without responding. I said, oh, that's a Ford, that's a Toyota. You can try practicing that. It's extremely helpful and such a stress buster. Makes you feel aware. So great. Let's skip the breathing meditation right now because we're short of time. I'll get into the key idea, the next key idea, which is my favorite. Working with thoughts. We all have thoughts. That's what the mind has been taught to do. But remember, thoughts are not facts. Many a times we jump onto thoughts. Oh, I must remember to make sandwiches for lunch. Shall I have cheese or hummus or something? Or is there biryani today? You know, there's a lot of thoughts jumping. We just jump from one thoughts to another, random thoughts. Now, instead of jumping onto thoughts, what we can do is we can just watch them, observe them. Okay, all right. We just allow them to pass. Sounds difficult. Sounds easy, but how do we do it? Let's do a small little role play enactment. Okay, so I'll tell you how to deal with thoughts, how we can manage these thoughts. So I'm going to be trying to meditate, and Ravi here is going to be playing my thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm trying to meditate. We'll go through 3 scenarios and see how do we react to such situations in life. Okay, I'm trying to meditate. My task is to meditate.
Yeah, but yeah, I need to pay the EMI installment that is approaching.
Go away, thought. I'm meditating. I am trying to meditate.
Next week is my anniversary. My wife will kill me if I don't gift her the saree.
Go away, just go away. I'm trying to meditate.
Yeah, my parents are also asking me to come back to my hometown.
Just stop this thought, stop this. So what's really happening here? So I'm trying to push my thoughts. I'm trying to push them away, repulse them. Okay, let's watch another scenario. Okay, I'm trying to meditate again.
Yeah, a couple of days after my PTM is there for my kid, I need to go there.
Mm-hmm.
My parents' diabetes checkup is there, so I also need to.
Oh yes.
Next month I was planning a family trip. I will have to think of it.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much fun.
And again, I need to get my wife to the shopping that she was asking me.
Oh yes. Forget the meditation. Let me focus on the shopping. So what was happening here? Anybody? Sarvanan, Nikita, Amit, Ajay. What was happening here? I was swinging away with those thoughts, going along with them, right? Being carried away by the thoughts. Now let's look at the third scenario.
Where should I go? Would northeast would be a good idea, or should I go to the south?
I thought,
Yeah, okay. I will have to get my wife to the beauty parlor.
thank you, thought.
Yeah, I think my parents were also there. They were asking me to come back to hometown,
Goodbye, thought.
and the friends get together is also planned. We need to catch up with the boys.
Bye, thought. So did you notice what happened here? I was just acknowledging these thoughts. So even the thought got confused after a point because he didn't know what to tell me,
Correct.
right? So this is the gentle acceptance of these thoughts. I know that the thoughts are not facts. It's a very important learning. Our mind's job is to think. But it's important to understand that we are just here. Just acknowledge them. Three simple things that you can do whenever a thought arises. Hi thought, thank you thought, goodbye thought. Simple things which you can use in your workplace. It's very effective, highly effective. So could we move ahead?
Yeah.
Okay, how many of you would like to do another nice little exercise? We'll call it the pizza exercise. All right.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to just sit quiet for 1 minute. But the catch here is you should not think about a pizza. Close your eyes, get into your meditation posture, spine loosely straight. Notice your breathing, but you should not think about pizza. Breathing, everything is fine, but remember, no pizza. Okay. So, how many of you thought only about the pizza? How many times did the pizza appear?
If you ask me personally, though I'm because I'm not mastered the meditation yet, so it was uncontrollable for me to avoid the thoughts of pizza.
Oh, it's neither meditation nor anything. Believe me, the pizza will appear.
Okay.
It's a scientific theory. Things that you don't want, distracting thoughts, will always keep entering your mind. In scientific theory, it's called the ironic process theory. It says things that you don't want in your mind will keep occurring to you. And it's famously called the white bear problem, scientifically. So because every time you say, I don't want to see the white bear will start appearing to you. Now, what does it mean? Okay. So it means that, things only, whatever you think becomes only stronger. If you try to push it, it will only become stronger. And there's a way to combat it. Would you like to know what is that way to combat it? We call it the blue dolphin technique. What is a blue dolphin and what is a white bear? So white bear remembers all the problems that you have. Every problem, everything that's distracting you, all the negative thoughts. I am not worth it. I can do better. I know this is not what I'm capable of. My boss is terrible. At times the boss becomes the white bear in many such situations. How do we deal it? We start getting all these negative thoughts one after another. So the technique to handle it is called the blue dolphin technique. Now imagine that every time, so what is a blue dolphin is exactly a replacement thought. So every time a white bear comes to your mind, just replace that with blue dolphin. The moment you say, I'm bad, I am not capable, that's a white bear. Replace that immediately by thinking about the blue dolphin, which is, I'm good, I'm okay. As simple as that. Every time you get distracted, just imagine the blue dolphin. Substitute that white bear. Instead of not thinking, trying to remove the pizza or the white bear in your life, just imagine the blue dolphin. Replace it with something. It's okay. It's okay for it to be there, but I have my blue dolphin. I'm more confident about it. So what is a blue white bear? It's all that distracting and recurring thoughts. And what you're substituting it is your go-to positive substitution thought. I am so nervous about the exams. Every time I think about it, my blue dolphin says, it's okay. It's natural to be nervous. This is a big opportunity. I've prepared well and I'm confident. Everything you think about nervousness, you have a blue dolphin instead. I can't do this. Is a white bear that comes frequently to us at work. Instead, your blue dolphin says, I can't not do this. I have to try. Why am I so bad at this? Your blue dolphin, this is a great opportunity to improve. This is going to be a disaster. You can tell yourself, I can handle this. I will focus on the next step. Does that make it clear?
Yeah.
Can we do a short little practice on the blue dolphin meditation? You can gently get into your meditation posture. Sit comfortably and gently close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath in and breathe out softly. Now imagine a calm blue dolphin swimming peacefully in a vast, clear ocean. The dolphin moves effortlessly, playful, focused, and at ease. As you sit here, thoughts may arise. Some thoughts are like the white bear. The more you try not to think of them, the louder they become. This is natural. It happens to everyone. Instead of fighting your thoughts, simply notice them. When a thought appears, imagine gently placing it on the back of the blue dolphin and watch it swim away, slowly disappearing into the ocean. No pushing away, no judging, just noticing and returning your attention to the calm blue dolphin. Each time the mind wanders, gently guide it back to the image of the dolphin, noticing the rhythm of your breathing to this moment. Take one more slow breath in and out. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. Okay, so how was it? Anybody?
So for me, there were thoughts coming in, but I was following your instructions, I was again getting myself into the back of the blue whale, which was swimming calmly into the deep sea.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
I was just imagining that I am sitting on the back of the blue dolphin.
Wonderful. Great. Anybody else? Okay. So what did we learn today? We learned 3 basic mindfulness ideas, or rather 4 of them. We spoke about learning to choose, reacting versus responding. We learned that some suffering is unavoidable. It's an inevitable aspect of being alive. We all go through our primary sufferings, but other suffering, like the secondary suffering, is optional. We react to unpleasant experiences, and that adds to our suffering. What we learned is to practice stop and the body scan. Now, we spoke about the being modes and the doing mode. Remember first that we are human beings and not human doings. Spend time in balance. Practice, notice your breath and sensations. And we spoke about working with thoughts. And remember that thoughts are not facts. You don't need to believe everything that your mind tells you. Notice your thoughts, don't resist them, neither be carried away by your thoughts. The simple practice that we learned is hello thought, thank you thought, and goodbye thought. And we lastly spoke about the pizza problem or the white bear problem, all the negative thoughts that keep coming to our mind, and how we can tackle that using what we call as the blue dolphin as a substitution. Okay. And one more bonus is the grass isn't greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. We always believe that I'm in a situation and I want to reach that particular place, point A to point B, which I feel is better. We always believe that there's a journey, and that's something that we call as the paradox of mindfulness. The grass isn't greener on the other side, but it's the current moment. It's where you're standing. The change happens now from where you are. So that's what it is. And I would like to spend the last few moments on what I do, which is my organization, which works with a company called Breathworks. 1 lakh lives transformed through mindfulness since 2001. There's a short little video that I would like you all to see, which will tell you about the journey of this lady called Vidyamala Birch.
I was lucky enough to grow up in New Zealand, and I was very, very active and very sporty. I love being in the mountains. I love being in the outdoors. My dream was to be a wildlife officer living in the New Zealand wilderness. That's what I really wanted to do. And then when I was 16, I was lifting someone out of a swimming pool doing life-saving practice, ironically. And one of my vertebrae split. My immediate response to my injury was denial, and I think that's very common. So I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing my body. Eventually, I had to have 2 major surgeries the following year. And I really struggled with this extraordinary change in my identity, my level of activity, really difficult, dark, lost times. Then when I was 23, I was in a car accident and fractured another part of my spine. I reached a point of collapse. Eventually, I ended up in an intensive care ward. And it was in the intensive care ward that I had both my greatest dark night of the soul and also my greatest moment of opening in my whole life. It was a night where I had to endure what was really intolerable pain. And I had this whole obsession in my mind. How am I going to get through till the morning? I can't bear it. It's too awful. I'm going to go crazy. All these kind of thoughts. And then eventually a voice came to me. And the voice said, you don't have to get through till the morning. You just have to have this moment and this one and this one. And I knew in my heart of hearts that I could do that. And I spent the rest of my life really trying to make sense of that. What does it mean to live this moment as fully as I can? What is time? What is space? These big sort of existential questions. And one of the great learnings from that is I might have my story of pain that's journeying through the decades, but the experience of pain is ever only momentary. The future is a dream and the past is a memory, and the only moment we can really live is now. So one can have pain and have an excellent quality of life. As I've got older, I've really reflected on the sense of loss I had as a teenager. And I've realized that with my training, mindfulness meditation, I've become a mountaineer of the inner world. And in a way, that's much better because the peaks are infinite. I'm never going to get to the top of the mountain. The vistas are endless. The vistas are infinite and boundless. Anyone can do it, anywhere, anytime, and learn these amazing tools to completely transform your life. I'm saying this very much from my heart. This is what's happened in my life, and I really hope it can happen in your life.
Well, that was an inspiring video. So, in fact, what I teach here is an award-winning 8-week mindfulness stress. In case if you've liked the program today, you're very open to reach out to me, because what we did was just a taster today of what mindfulness can be. Remember that happiness is a skill. And with this award-winning program, which is an 8-week program, you can definitely build on a foundation in the skills of mindfulness, compassion, and meditation, and to really apply them in your everyday life. There are some evidence which suggests then that people have anxiety, depression, and other mental health symptoms, and mindfulness is a scientific backed evidence that it works. So that's my number, and you can definitely reach out to Ravi in case you need my numbers, and in case you want to have a deeper dive into what mindfulness is, you definitely can reach out to me. And thank you so much, and I hope, Ravi, I'm on time and on schedule. And with that, I will open the forum to take on any questions that you may like to ask me.
Any doubt, any questions the audience may have, you can please unmute yourself and come forward. Anyone? Sarvanan?
Yeah, hi. Very interesting and impactful session we had today. It was really it can be helped wherever where we getting a stress or any kind of wrong emotions can control. So it will be some of times the monkey mind. We have monkey mind, of course, actually. The monkey mind is giving a wrong output where we supposed to be quiet, and that kind of managing the mental thoughts. It's a good session, sir. Thank you, Rafi sir, for the session. And of course, actually, even I also trying to use your support in our team in coming upcoming years of these will be fixed. Anyway, I'll be contacting you and as well as Ravi Gate also. Thank you for your session, sir. Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
Sarvanan. Thanks
Yeah,
for
yeah, thank you.
Anybody else, any questions that you'd like to ask me? I'd be very glad to take that up. Amit, Srinivas, Nikita.
Pranay, you have anything?
No, actually, I joined a little late, but was able to hear like some part of it only. But whatever I heard, I mean, it has been quite helpful. And if it's all right, I will directly also reach out to you on that
Sure.
number. And so, but thanks a lot for the session. I heard last part of it, but it was quite interesting, is what I will say. But I would need more insights, so I will reach out to you. So thank you. Thank you for that. And thank you, Ravi, for arranging it.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks. Nikita, Amit. So we are very well on time, and I have nothing much. If you don't have any questions, and we can gently bring the session to a close. Over to you, Ravi.
Yeah, I think it is good with the audience also, and of course, thank you so much that you dedicated your time to be on the HPCP platform and interact with our audience. So it was really a wonderful session attending with you, and I personally learned a lot the techniques and how to handle the thoughts, how to respond, and how to go along. So the art of handling those emotions and the thoughts is also sometimes crucial to build up the potential or the productivity. So thank you so much for this particular formula, I would say. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Pleasure is mine, Ravi, and thank you for inviting me on this forum. And I was very happy to be here.
Yeah.
Amidst all the people who joined in. And thank you once again to all those who joined. I do hope that these small little tips on mindfulness can enrich your lives in your workplace and in your personal lives. So with that, I sign off. Thank you
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Ravi. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you once again.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great time ahead.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.